Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. Here we are. It has happened.
But you know what? We don't have anything left to teach you about the Old Testament after today, because you will have read it all yourself.
That is quite an amazing achievement, I think. Something, again, that so many people have not ever done, I actually have done now.
Yeah, you have.
Look at me. Look at me go.
I wanted to share, someone in our Facebook group, in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group, shared that they saw two ladies in a coffee shop doing a Bible study, and that they went up and said, I've read the entire Old Testament via audio, and then it apparently explained how they did that, and that the ladies looked at them like they were crazy. So
that's a badge of honor right there. Wow.
Yeah.
But it's like, but you can say it though. It's like you can, no one can take that away from you ever.
Thank you. It's true.
Yeah.
I recorded a podcast where I drank while reading the Bible with my two best friends, and we all laughed about it because it's really funny and horrifying. Oh my.
And you accomplished something, even in the midst of all those obstacles.
Yeah, it's true.
You did
Indeed. That happened.
Really read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We can't congratulate ourselves too soon. We still got to get through these final 5 chapters of Proverbs. Yep. Now, this week, we do have our new and improved Proverbs bingo cards. Thank you, Pantanemy, in the chat for putting these together. Thank you to everyone who dropped in your suggestions into the Discord. So I'm going to, again, do a brief overview of what's on my bingo card, because we do have some new additions. Child abuse. Yeah, first one right out the gate.
Wow.
Child abuse. Something obviously wise equals wisdom. Again, those tautologies. Animal cruelty. I'm sorry, Emily.
I have something, yes, that is very sad, but I also have something obviously unwise equals wisdom, which is fun.
Yeah, so we have the 2 alternate versions there. That's cool.
Now, for some reason, they put tongue stuff on here.
Oh, so I
have lip stuff.
Yeah.
So this is, or I have both. Yeah, so this is very specific.
Oh, we've disseminated it. Apparently. Dear.
Yeah, so I have one that's general mouth stuff, one that's lip stuff, and then you have one that's tongue stuff. So there's all variations here.
So again, pure hearts, sinful hearts, repetition, pro being rich. We have very different translations of the same verse.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have animals killing or injuring people, strangers. Oh, becoming poor as a punishment. That's good. I have a feeling pro being rich and becoming poor as a punishment are going to be closely related.
There's also one hating on poor people. So there's that option as well.
Yeah. My free space.
The number 7.
Oh, the number 7. Is that in yours?
Yeah. Because that happened quite a lot last time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Our free space in the middle is just the end of old ET.
Right, that's the free space.
Old ET, gonna take that one.
Yep.
Accidental rhymes. Of course, the classic from last time, women being evil or hot or both. Wine. Ew, foreigners. So that's fun. That's fun.
Famous proverb is on here. And Dedeker, you told me before we started that you were excited about me reading 31.
Yes, I am excited for you to read Proverbs 31.
Okay.
If we haven't hit the famous proverb space by that point, we definitely will for sort of like all of Proverbs 31. And I'll explain why when we get closer.
Cool.
Food-related object lessons. Let's see, a proverb that confuses everyone. Okay, so it needs to be unanimous. Everyone is confused.
Nobody knows what it means. Got it.
I think that'll happen. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Fools and women bad.
Women bad.
Yeah.
Let's see, fools and women bad.
Yeah.
That's what I got. Any that I missed?
I have one here that's fun called accidental rhymes.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, yeah. I have that one.
I have neighbors, which is fun.
Okay,
yeah.
Just neighbors, about neighbors.
Got that one. We also have the oddly/accidentally suggestive translations. So that's fun. Oh, calling women nagging or annoying.
Oh.
That one we pointed out last time.
Good one.
Classic.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, good one. What are you two drinking? I saw, Dedeker, you had like a really fun looking drink. Are you having an Aperol Spritz or something?
No, I'm having a blood orange San Pellegrino mixed with some Teremana tequila. A new Teremana tequila, which Jace will tell you more about because he's drinking that wholesale.
I'm drinking it straight.
Oh, well, I bought some Teremana tequila
What?
too.
Amazing.
Really, literally? Yeah, I literally bought some today too. Wait, Jace, tell us about that one because that's a pretty bottle.
Yeah, so I just noticed this. So at our local liquor store, which is unfortunately/fortunately literally right across the street, like a 2-minute walk, they had the Blanco and the, what's the word for it? The gold one, the gold colored one.
Reposado?
I don't know if it's actually a Reposado.
Añejo. The Añejo.
So that's the new one they have is the Añejo, which is the aged one.
Cool.
So it's got kind of more of that sort of mature, smoked flavor. And this one is actually rested in whiskey barrels.
Nice. So it's even smokier.
So it kind of has like a little bit of that smoky whiskey kind of taste.
Yeah.
So for those of you just tuning in now and don't know why we're so excited about Teremana is, of course, that this is a tequila company that's owned by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who we have cast to play Yahweh. And I think in honor of the end of his book, the end of his first book, his initial novel.
His novel, The Old Testament?
His debut.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's novel, The Old Testament, yes.
Can you imagine?
So we're celebrating by drinking his tequila, of course.
Yeah, all of us are. And that just happened today. Like, I was at Whole Foods and I saw it and I was like, I'm buying that. So I did, finally.
That's exactly what happened to me. I was like, I saw it. I was like, yep, I got to get that.
It's happening. It's the day for it. Yeah, it's finally, after being just unbelievably overcast and cloudy and cool for like months and months. Today, the skies parted for Drunk Bible Study, and it is warm and sunny out. And so I'm having a raspberry frozen margarita with Teremana tequila in it.
Ooh. I love it that we all collectively knew how to honor Yahweh the best on this day, on this most auspicious day.
By drinking his tequila.
The Rock really spoke through us. And just really, I love that. I love that we all followed our hearts.
Yeah, we really did. Okay. Should we do this?
Oh, yeah.
It's time.
Okay. It's time.
Let's do it.
All right. And with that, it is time for us to get started soaking up these last nuggets, these last juicy morsels of wisdom offered up to us from this final 5 chapters of the Old Testament, aka the Hebrew Bible.
Wow.
Proverbs 27 to 31. This is it. We're finally here. As we get started to finish, we want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen to us while you're in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, it is time for Proverbs 27. Proverbs 27. Don't boast about tomorrow, for you don't know what a day may bring.
Good advice.
Yeah. Let another man praise you, and not your own mouth.
right off the bat.
And not your own lips. Okay, so we got mouth stuff, we got stranger, we got lip stuff.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom,
boom, boom.
Love that. Mouth stuff. Lip
stranger.
stuff.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that this one is also a tip that's often given in kind of the dating and or pickup artisty community here, which is
what?
The like, don't talk yourself up, but like get your wingman to do it for you. So it's like don't praise yourself with your own mouth. Get your hype man, to so you're like, oh yeah, I don't know. And then they're like, oh dude, this bro's got like such a cool Ferrari or whatever. I don't know what's cool with cars, but whatever's cool.
Ferraris are very cool.
Okay, cool.
At least to me. Yeah. Okay.
A stone is heavy, and sand is a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both.
Fools.
Boom. Mic drop.
Amazing.
Making some topical references to the latest technology like stones and sand.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. So cutting edge.
Do we have a bingo square for high technology?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Wrath is cruel and anger is overwhelming, but who is able to stand before jealousy?
Boy, yeah, people do struggle with it.
Better is open rebuke than hidden love.
What?
Oh, better is blank than blank is a square.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
God. Better is blank than blank.
Yeah.
We are rolling along in a clip. The wounds of a friend are faithful, although the kisses of an enemy are profuse.
What?
Okay, does that confuse everyone?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Does that count as a proverb that confuses everyone?
What does Eugene say?
Wait, read it again.
I'm going to read it again. The wounds of a friend are faithful, although the kisses of an enemy are profuse. Yeah, what does Eugene say?
Okay, so here's Eugene says in the message, the wounds from a lover are worth it. Yeah, we're already off to a good start here. Kisses from an enemy do you in.
But
okay, I guess that makes more sense. That helps me understand it more.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And people are asking, I don't think kisses counts as mouth stuff. I know it's something you do with your mouth, but it could be butterfly kisses with your eyelashes. You don't know. I think we need a reference to actual mouth parts, anatomy.
Can you imagine your enemy butterfly kissing you?
I can.
I mean, that would do you in for sure. That's the...
It would do you in.
You'd be like, what is happening?
Can you imagine? You'd be so scared. Yeah, you'd be so scared when they're coming in for it. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Oh my God.
Exactly. Good Lord. Okay.
A full soul loathes a honeycomb.
What?
But to a hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. I think it's the whole don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry. You're going to buy all the stuff that you don't actually want to eat or can't afford to buy. But like if you're full, then sometimes the problem is you don't buy enough at the grocery store. Like you pass straight over the honeycomb, even though you're fresh out of honeycomb at home.
I always forget to pick up honeycomb when I'm at the store. Yeah. This is fun because Eugene says, when you've stuffed yourself, you refuse dessert. When you're starved, you could eat a horse.
Ew.
But it makes it real relatable.
Yep.
Eugene.
Does that count as something obviously wise equals wisdom?
Ooh.
Or am I stretching it?
It's like obviously just a true but not wise. So that, I don't know. I don't know if that one counts.
Okay. All right. As a bird that wanders from her nest, so is a man who wanders from his home.
Okay.
Is that animal imagery?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. I think that's exactly the definition of animal imagery.
That's right.
Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart. So does earnest counsel from a man's friend.
What?
Huh. Okay.
That's just like not a very good one. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forsake your friend and your father's friend. Don't go to your brother's house in the day of your disaster. A neighbor who is near is better than a distant brother.
Neighbors.
Wait, a neighbor? Yeah, neighbors.
Oh, yeah, neighbors.
A neighbor who is near is better than a distant brother. Okay, I guess just because they're around.
Yes.
This is also before the internet. So like if they're in another city, you basically they don't exist anymore, right? Like
Right. That's true. Okay. Be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart. Then I can answer my tormentor. Whatever that means. A prudent man sees danger and takes refuge, but the simple pass on and suffer for it.
Now, does this count as repetition? Because we had exactly that same one last week.
Oh.
And I know that because Eugene's translation really stood out to me, which is, a prudent person sees trouble coming and ducks. A simpleton walks in blindly and is clobbered.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Repetition.
Wait, can we play that way that it's repetition from last week? I don't think. I think we're
no.
Well, no, because when we drink for repetition, we drink about things repeated from before.
Do we?
But I think it's much more compelling when it's within the same exact episode.
Yeah.
Okay,
I agree.
Right, fine. I'll hold off on that square.
You know what? There will be more opportunities, Jace. We're not done yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Take his garment when he puts up collateral for a stranger. Hold it for a wayward woman.
Sorry, what?
I don't know.
Hold it.
Is that a woman bad?
I don't know, but I love this next one. He who blesses his neighbor with a loud voice early in the morning, it will be taken as a curse by him.
Now, I have learned that if I try to bless Dedeker early in the morning with a loud voice, it's like a curse, for sure. For sure.
Gotta tell that to the birds that have been waking both of us up at like 4:30 in the GD morning.
Yeah. So Pantonomi in the chat points out that one's obviously wise. So obviously wise equals wisdom.
On. It is not obvious to everyone, though.
That one's pretty
I'm
obvious.
going to argue it is not obvious to everyone, or else we wouldn't even be saying this.
Okay.
It feels obvious to me. I got to live with this.
I'm gonna argue that one.
Okay.
A continual dropping on a rainy day. I'm guessing by dropping he means
Dripping.
like a downpour.
Yeah.
Or a dripping. A continual dropping on a rainy day and a contentious wife are
Okay,
alike.
women bad.
Nagging wife.
Oh yeah, which one is it going to be? The nagging wife?
Because we have one that's about women being nagging or annoying.
Yeah, that's very
Damn it,
specific.
I don't have that though.
Obviously, that's.
I don't have that though.
I know. Well, tough.
Okay, well, let me get to the end of this. A continual dropping on a rainy day and a contentious wife are alike. Restraining her is like restraining the wind, or like grasping oil in his right hand.
That's
Okay.
stupid.
Weird.
Iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens his friend's countenance. It's like shine theory. We all help each other look better and succeed more.
Okay. I was more thinking it's because we need to rub up against each other to sharpen each other.
What?
Pantonomy is this iron sharpens iron. I can't even say it.
Famous?
Iron sharpens iron. It is a famous proverb.
Oh, okay.
It is
Cool.
a famous.
Now, sadly, I do not have that square,
I do.
but
Me neither.
Oh, I do.
there it is.
Thank you.
Whoever tends the fig tree shall eat its fruit. He who looks after his master shall be honored. Like water reflects a face, so a man's heart reflects the man.
Wow. Wow.
That's kind of
Cool.
like something obviously wise or something.
Yeah, I could make an argument of like the way that someone is on the inside is a reflection of who they really are.
Yeah.
Can we take that for something obviously wise?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay. Something obviously wise equals wisdom.
I only have something obviously unwise equals wisdom, sadly.
Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, and a man's eyes are never satisfied.
What?
The crucible is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but man is refined by his praise.
Huh. Okay.
Though you grind a fool
Fools.
in a mortar with a pestle along with grain,
A pestle?
yet his foolishness will not be removed from him.
Do they mean pestle?
I just like.
What? A pestle?
I like how long that.
A pestle.
Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, sorry. I was going to say something really funny, but we have to stop and address this.
Wait, mortar and a
What?
pestle? Is that it? It's not a pestle?
Yeah. It's not a pestle. It's
Pestle.
like, are you saying about the spelling or about
Pestle.
the pronunciation?
Pestle.
I always thought it was a pestle.
No, it's a pestle. Do you mean spelling or pronunciation?
I mean both. Pestle?
Well, it's spelled
pestle.
Pestle.
Pestle? See, people are saying pestle. Some people are saying pestle and some people are saying pestle. Which is it? Because in here,
Wow.
it says pestle and then it also says pestle. No, it says pestle.
I'm going to listen to what Google says. Shoot, Google says pestle.
Yes. That's correct.
Well,
but you said pestle,
hang on.
and I just thought that
Hang on, I'm looking.
I was wrong because, of course, I would think that I'm wrong and you're right.
No, but when I click on it, then it gives me a different pronunciation. Then it's pestle.
Hang on, let's see here.
I appreciate that a bunch of people in the chat are saying no. Soft tea, though, like soft. Okay, but pestle.
So I just looked this up so Cambridge.org has a UK and a US pronunciation, which to my ears are identical. I guess I've always put the T in there quietly.
P-E-S-T, pestle. Not pestle. But you said pestle.
Pestle. Order in pestle.
I'm going to say pestle till the day I die because that's what it is.
See, I put the T in there. I'm realizing I do put the T in there, but quietly.
Pestle like nestle.
Pestle.
Nestle? No. Nestle.
But you don't say Nestle. I mean, some people do. Nestle.
I want to get back to learning.
Is wrong. The T is silent. Dedeker is right. There's a wrong and a right. Okay, everyone. Cast your votes. Who is saying it correctly?
Yeah, I know. People in the chat are saying, I'm wrong, I'm right. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
I love it. Okay, keep going.
And by the way, that counts as the fool's checkbox if you haven't gotten that already.
Yeah.
Know well the state of your flocks and pay attention to your herds, for riches are not forever, nor does the crown endure to all generations. The hay is removed, and the new growth appears. The grasses of the hills are gathered in. The lambs are for your clothing, and the goats are the price of a field. There will be plenty of goat's milk for your food, for your family's food, and for the nourishment of your servant girls.
What?
That was so specific.
Yeah.
What did we just read?
Can you give me some highlights from Eugene?
Also, why that was like one big long.
I don't know if it was all one big. We don't have any nice line breaks here, really. So I'm kind of just guessing.
Eugene does have that one all grouped together. So 23 through 27. He does have all as one thing, but I don't see that reflected, obviously, in other translations. Oh, no, I guess NIV also. Oh, and the Complete Jewish Bible does group it. Okay, so that is a grouping, those last few verses together. Some highlights from Eugene. He says he starts off by saying, know your sheep by name.
Oh.
So that's some important advice there.
Why?
I thought it wasn't wise to name them.
Yeah, I like humanizing them, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but if you're in a culture, in an agrarian culture, that's going to be mostly eating them and shearing them.
I know.
Well, I think that's the difference. Like if you got the sheep for shearing, then you can give them names. But if you're gonna just eat them later this year, then you don't give them names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, Eugene thinks that if you know them by name, that then you'll have all those things that you said.
Great.
All right, can I move on to 28?
Yeah,
do it.
Here we go. 28. The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion.
Yeah. I mean, the wicked flee where none pursue. It's right there.
No, it's the guilty flee where none pursue.
But
that's a slightly different nuance.
Sure.
Okay,
fine. It just feels like clearly this was the inspiration, you know?
They did it again. Like that seems like that's repetition, but I guess we haven't done it this time around. So, okay, never mind. In rebellion, a land has many rulers, but order is maintained by a man of understanding and knowledge. A needy man who oppresses the poor is like driving rain which leaves no crops.
Well, we don't have any pro being poor.
Yeah.
Just becoming poor as a punishment and pro being rich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right, fine. Those who forsake the law praise the wicked, but those who keep the law contend with them.
Okay.
Evil men don't understand justice, but those who seek Yahweh understand it fully. Is there anything about evil? No.
Good.
Okay.
Great.
Better is the poor who walks in his integrity than he who is perverse in his ways and he is rich. Damn it, another like pro-poor.
Yeah, we really flip-flopped all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Does that one count as anti-rich?
Do we have that?
Do we have anti-rich as a square?
Yes. Yeah, that's also one.
What?
We've got all the opposites this time.
What?
Whatever.
I have
Maybe
an anti-being
you do.
rich square. I'm going to check it. There it
Fine.
is.
All right.
Whoever keeps the law is a wise son, but he who is companion of gluttons shames his father. He who increases his wealth by excessive interest gathers it for one who has pity on the poor.
Yeah, that would probably also count as anti-rich.
Yeah.
My head is really spinning. I thought for sure.
I guess they had to throw some of that in here too, because they were like, whoa, we were getting a little pro-rich, a little big for our britches or something.
All of a sudden, the proletariat is rising up. We better sprinkle in some platitudes.
I got some bad reviews on those last ones.
He who turns away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer is an abomination.
Mm-hmm. We knew that.
Whoever causes the upright to go astray in an evil way, he will fall into his own trap, but the blameless will inherit good.
Cool, yeah. If you're good, you're good. Got it.
A rich man is wise in his own eyes, but the poor who has understanding sees through him. Again, that's all of what this is.
Gosh, we love poor people
and
now.
anti-being rich.
Yeah.
Really, we've swapped.
When the righteous triumph, there is great glory, but when the wicked rise, men hide themselves. He who conceals his sins doesn't prosper, but whoever confesses and renounces them finds mercy.
Okay.
I
mean, that's actually a nice message there, right? Of by just trying to cover up your mistakes, you're not going to save yourself, but by admitting them, that's how you actually, it's for once a nice message I can get behind.
That's fair.
Okay. Blessed is the man who always fears, but one who hardens his heart falls into trouble. As a roaring lion or a charging bear, so is a wicked ruler over helpless people. Wait, I have some animals.
Ooh, can that count as animals killing / injuring people?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Sort of implied.
Yeah.
A charging bear,
right.
Oh, no, I have
Right.
that. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, cool. Here we go. A tyrannical ruler lacks judgment. One who hates ill-gotten gain will have long days. A man who is tormented by lifeblood will be a fugitive until death. No one will support him. Tormented by lifeblood?
What?
What is tormented by lifeblood? Yeah, what do other translations say?
Okay, a murderer haunted by guilt is doomed. There's no helping him.
Oh,
that's Eugene.
Okay.
That's Eugene's movie trailer.
NIV says anyone tormented by the guilt of murder. Okay, so I think what was it? Haunted by a lifeblood?
Tormented by lifeblood will be a fugitive until
debt.
death. No one will support him.
Okay, so someone who did a murder.
Interesting.
Someone who did a murder will be tortured.
Did a murder.
Yeah.
Whoever walks blamelessly is kept safe, but one with perverse ways will fall suddenly.
Yeah.
One who works his land will have an abundance of food, but one who chases fantasies will have his fill of poverty.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Poor as
You're
punishment.
right.
Becoming poor as punishment. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I don't have that said. Okay. A faithful man is rich with blessings, but one who is eager to be rich will not go unpunished. Another, don't be rich.
Yeah. So Eugene does clarify that it means get rich quick schemes are ripoffs.
That's fair.
Oh my God.
That's his translation.
Wow. Okay. That's kind of very different translations of the same verse. To show partiality is not good, yet a man will do wrong for a piece of bread.
Wait, were those statements in contradiction to each other? That's why I'm confused. Okay, so don't be partial in your judgments.
Yet a man will
fair.
do wrong for a piece of bread?
Will do wrong for a piece of bread.
I don't know.
It's like you got to take that into account?
Wait, there's more.
That, sometimes poverty is the engine that drives petty crime?
Yeah, I mean, maybe? I don't know. Or a stingy man hurries after riches and doesn't know that poverty waits for him. Wow, this entire chapter is all about being rich or poor.
Yeah.
One who rebukes a man will afterward find more favor than one who flatters with the tongue. Tongue stuff.
Tongue stuff. Wow.
Tongue stuff. Okay. Whoever robs his father or his mother says it is not wrong, is a partner with a destroyer. What?
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess all y'all who stole toilet paper when you came home on college break,
Oh, I see.
you're partnered with a destroyer.
Eugene says is worse than a pirate.
What?
So
I bet he did.
Yep. Anyone who robs father and mother and says, "So what's wrong with that?" is worse than a pirate.
So someone in the chat is saying bingo if we're going with the proverb that confused everyone. And I did not check
We've had
that
two
one.
that qualified
you think
for
we
that,
have?
I think. Yeah.
Dang it.
All right, then I guess it's our first bingo.
Well, congratulations, 0097 Hope.
Wow.
You
Wow.
are the
0097
bingo.
Hope. So
Okay,
cool.
let's go for a
Okay.
second place here before we finish this
We're almost
chapter.
done. One who is greedy stirs up strife, but one who trusts in Yahweh will prosper. Is there a reward from Yahweh? Maybe that one?
Oh, I think we have several bingos
Yeah.
rolling in now. Several bingos rolling in.
I do feel like we've had enough translations. We could probably check off that 2 very different translations option.
Is this you trying to give yourself a bingo?
No, that's actually not. I don't have that one, but I saw other people do.
I have that one.
There were some questions about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I still need prostitution, which we don't have.
Yeah, I just need animal cruelty.
All right, Pantanomi, you won your own bingo. Congratulations.
Wow.
Well done.
Mhm.
Oh, and Ashdog?
Ashdog bucket.
I don't know how to say it.
Ashdog bucket.
Ashdog
Yeah,
bucket.
ashwagandha dog
Ashwagandha.
bucket has also won bingo. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Okay. One who is greedy stirs up strife, but one who trusts in Yahweh will prosper. One who trusts in himself is a fool, but one who walks in wisdom is kept safe. One who gives to the poor has no lack, but one who closes his eyes will have many curses. When the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous thrive.
Okay,
That's
another
it.
super obvious one.
Bored.
Wow, that's it. Okay, cool. So should we refresh our cards?
Yeah.
Okay. New card.
Ooh, some new stuff I have naughty sons. That's new.
That's fun.
You foreigners.
Uh-huh,
Thinly veiled
Thinly veiled
capitalism.
capitalism.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Classic. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Oh, and a be nice to foreigners.
Oh.
'Cause we do sometimes get that sentiment as well.
Nice.
I have another one that's food-related object lessons.
Huh.
So keep an eye out for that. Okay, here we go. Proverbs 29. This will be the last one before we take a little break.
Yeah.
Okay. He who is often rebuked and stiffens his neck will be destroyed suddenly with no remedy.
Whoa.
Gosh.
Chill.
Executed on the spot.
Yeah, really. Just for being stubborn. When the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. But when the wicked rule, the people groan. Whoever loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but a companion of prostitutes squanders his wealth.
Ooh.
Dang it.
Ooh,
I
that
had
counts as the prostitute.
Yep.
Oh, no. I do have it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You do have the prostitute square?
Never mind.
I had prostitution on my old one, but not on this card.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay. The king by justice makes the land stable, but he who takes bribes tears it down.
What? This is anti-bribery.
I know. What?
is going on?
That's crazy. Wow.
It's been pro-bribery every
I
single
know.
episode up till here.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, fine. A man who flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. But
You mean,
wait,
hold on. Do they mean like flattering when you don't actually mean it?
yeah, I think
Okay.
that's what it means. It's like,
That's
so if
not
someone's
nice.
flattering
Well, that's
you,
not nice.
they are going to trap you.
It's just
They're
not
gonna
nice.
get ya.
Okay.
hmm But I guess, is that a neighbor? That's neighbors if you have that
Neighbors.
Oh, yeah,
square.
you're right.
Yep. Let's see. Number 6. An evil man is snared by his sin, but the righteous can sing and be glad.
Hmm.
Nice.
Number 7. The righteous care about justice for the poor. The wicked aren't concerned about knowledge.
What?
2 unrelated
Yeah.
statements.
That should have been
That would-
one.
that
Two
would've been a good
unrelated
one.
statements.
That would be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Mockers stir up a city, but wise men turn away anger.
Hmm.
Don't look back in anger. I heard you say. If a wise man goes to court with a foolish man,
Fools.
the fool rages or scoffs, and there is no peace.
I don't have fools,
Yeah, I thought fools. That counts as
Oh,
fool
right,
square.
right. Fools, good.
which I don't have. Great.
The bloodthirsty hate a man of integrity, and they seek the life of the upright. Just wanting to kill. A fool vents all of his anger, but a wise man brings himself under control.
Yeah, I guess I can
Okay,
agree with
yeah,
that.
So let's do some
Yeah.
emotional regulation.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know, If a ruler listens to lies, all of his officials are wicked. Almost feels like that'd go the other way around, though, doesn't it? Like if all his officials are wicked, he's going to listen to lies just by definition.
I suppose,
Right.
yes.
I guess that's true, yeah.
The poor man and the oppressor have this in common, : Yahweh gives sight to the eyes of both.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what?
Like, I think that they just mean that Yahweh created them, so he gives everyone sight. Like, he created everyone.
Well, but that would mean they hold these things in common, that they are human beings with bodies.
Yeah.
I think that's
Exactly.
the message, though. That,
Exactly.
that they are human
Yeah.
beings with bodies made by Yahweh. Therefore,
Yeah.
Therefore.
That's all. The end.
Therefore.
The end. Okay. The king who fairly judges the poor, his throne shall be established forever.
Yeah, great.
And that was kind of Solomon's whole claim to fame. So I guess it makes sense he would put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
The rod of correction gives wisdom, but a child left to himself causes shame to his mother.
Oh, is that like children being bad?
Was that a bad son, a naughty son?
Oh,
Do you think?
it
wasn't specific about sons.
Yeah, I don't know if that's quite specific enough to be that. Now, if we read different translations, like the NIV of this one is a rod and a reprimand impart wisdom, but a child left undisciplined disgraces its mother. I could see maybe putting that in the child abuse square if we're into
Child
that
abuse?
kind of thing. That is
We're
one of
into
the
child
squares.
abuse. I'll take
Okay.
some child abuse.
Sure.
We didn't
All
get
right.
any
I'll take it.
so far.
Yeah.
We'll take some child abuse. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Child abuse
Great.
for 500, Alex. Thank you. Let's see here. When the wicked increase, sin increases, but the righteous will see their downfall. Correct your son, and he will give you peace. Yes, he will bring delight to your soul. These are not naughty sons. These ones are being disciplined.
These are nice sons.
They're good sons. Very good boys.
Where there is no revelation, the people cast off restraint, but one who keeps the law is blessed. I didn't understand that at all. Where there is no
There's no revelation. What do they mean by revelation?
people cast off restraint.
I mean, revelation of the law, kind of like how we found it in that broom closet.
Right. So if people don't know the laws, they will have no restraint.
They have to be informed of the laws.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, God, sorry. Like, I don't want to go too much off on this tangent, but this is one of those things that bothers me so much about one of sort of the common pro-Bible arguments that I hear, which is this idea of like, well, if we don't have God's punishments for being bad, everyone would just do horrible things.
Yes. Yeah, that whole.
And it always kind of makes me wonder, the person saying that, I'm like, do you mean that? Like, if you didn't think you were going to get punished for doing bad stuff, would you like kill me right now and steal from me and like do horrible things?
Yeah.
As if so.
Yeah, I know.
Yikes. So it's just one that really
good point.
Always shocks me. I'm like, that never occurred to me as a kid growing up Christian. And that was never an argument given to me. I guess maybe I heard it sometimes, but I never thought about it because like, who would do that? That's messed up. But whenever I hear that one, I'm like, you realize what you're saying, right? Like, yikes. Okay. A servant can't be corrected by words. Though he understands, yet he will not respond. Are you saying you gotta hit him?
Yeah, it might be you gotta hit him. There could be some servant abuse.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think that's what we're saying here. Okay. Do you see a man who is hasty in his words? There is more hope for a fool than for him.
Fools.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. He who pampers his servant from youth will have him become a son in the end.
Oh, I guess that's.
Huh.
Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Is
Is that
that
something
good
we
or
don't?
bad?
I don't know.
Huh.
What is it?
Now, this one's interesting because the translations are very different.
Oh.
So that was World English
Okay,
Bible.
we do have a square for that.
NIV says, a servant pampered from youth will turn out to be insolent. Very different.
Oh, that's extremely different. That
that's
definitely
very
counts
different.
for very different translations of the same verse.
I don't have this.
And then the Message goes a whole other direction and says, if you let people treat you like a doormat, you will be quite forgotten in the end.
What? That has nothing to do with this.
Yeah. So, okay. If anyone has the different translations square,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, very. Even the very is all caps. Very
different.
Yeah, I think that counts as a capitalized very.
Okay, where did I leave off here? Got really distracted by that one. 22. An angry man stirs up strife, and a wrathful man abounds in sin. A man's pride brings him low, but one of lowly spirit gains honor. Whoever is an accomplice of a thief is an enemy of his own soul. He takes an oath, but dares not testify.
Gosh.
Kind of lost me on the second half of that one.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The fear of man proves to be a snare, but whoever puts in his trust in Yahweh is kept safe. Many seek the ruler's favor, but a man's justice comes from Yahweh.
They're good Yahweh ones. Not on mine. Dang it.
A dishonest man detests the righteous, and the upright in their ways detest the wicked.
So just to rewind, people are wondering if that counts as rewards from Yahweh, the previous verse, because there's a square for that.
But a man's justice comes from, I guess so, sure.
Don't have
I
it.
feel like this one's honestly had fewer squares than the last couple of chapters.
Yeah, I haven't been able to press many, sadly.
Yeah, okay, rewards from Yahweh. And that's the end of that chapter. We only have 2 left, but we want to take a quick break to say, if you're having a great time, if you're winning at bingo, or even if you're not, but you're loving it anyway, and you're happy for other people to win at bingo, the best thing you can do is to tell other friends about this, right? This is the best time there's ever been to bring a new listener to the show. If they want, maybe they could join us next week for the very end, kind of the recap of the Old Testament to get ready for moving on to the New Testament. That's a cool place to start. I know we're overachievers and have now read, soon we'll have read all of the Old Testament. But if your friends are not that committed, maybe they could start with the New Testament, which starts in a couple weeks. So we would love it if you could just spread the word, bring your friends, tell them about the show. And if you want to come to the live shows at drunkbiblestudy.com/live, you can get all the information about that. And if you really want to go the extra mile in supporting the show, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. There, for being a parishioner of the show, we have thank yous such as personal toasts on the show, early releases of episodes, and of course, Emily's beautiful drink recipes.
All right, folks, here we are. Proverbs 30.
Penultimate.
Yeah, the penultimate. This one has sort of a preamble, a lead-in. This one says, the words of Agur, the son of Jakeh, the revelation. Okay.
Whoa.
My favorite.
Okay, I think this whole chapter is Agur.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Okay, let's dive in.
There's some random stuff in this freaking book.
Yeah. The man says to Ithiel and Ukal, surely I am the most ignorant man and don't have a man's understanding. I have not learned wisdom, neither do I have the knowledge of the Holy One. Who has ascended up into heaven and descended? Who has gathered the wind in his fists? That's definitely the rock. Who has bound the waters in his garment?
Also the rock.
Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if you know?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And he doesn't have a son. He has 2 daughters.
Every word of God is flawless. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Don't you add to his words, lest he reprove you and you be found a liar. 2 things I have asked of you. Don't deny me before I die. Remove far from me falsehood and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is needful for me, lest I be full, deny you, and say, who is Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal and so dishonor the name of my God. Yeah, as Pantanomi in the chat is pointing out, we've suddenly switched to the first person.
Yeah, because this is all this letter to Ithiel.
The words of Agur.
Yeah, this is weird.
And Ukal.
Yeah.
From Agur. Yeah.
Was that hating on poor people?
No, he was saying, maybe he was throwing a little bit of shade at poor people. He's saying, don't make me poor and don't make me rich. If I'm rich, then I might be full and comfortable and not feel a need to acknowledge Yahweh. But if I'm poor, then I'm going to do bad things and steal. And then that's going to dishonor Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't slander a servant to his master, lest he curse you and you be held guilty. There is a generation that curses their father and doesn't bless their mother. There is a generation.
Kids these days.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Cursing their mothers and fathers.
Oh, it keeps on going. There is a generation that is pure in their own eyes, yet are not washed from their filthiness. There is a generation. Oh, how lofty are their eyes. Their eyelids are lifted up. Gross. There is a generation whose teeth are like swords and their jaws like knives to devour the poor from the earth and the needy from among men.
Is that hating on poor people?
No, it doesn't.
I feel like we've broken form so significantly that I don't even know what to do with this bingo card.
Yeah. You're fine.
The leech has 2 daughters. Give.
Okay. Hang on. Eugene says, a freeloader has twin daughters named Gimme and Gimme More.
Oh my God.
That's cute. That's cute. I like it.
Nice one, Eugene.
Cute.
Whatever, Eugene.
There are 3 things that are never satisfied. 4 that don't say enough. Any guesses? Or y'all are reading ahead, so you can't guess. Sheol, the barren womb, the earth that is not satisfied with water, and the fire that doesn't say enough.
So
like a forest fire? Like the fires that are currently
I guess like an all-consuming
ravaging Canada and making New
people
York
are okay, I'm so sorry.
a big issue. The East Coast.
I'm sorry, New York. However, this has literally been my entire life living in California since I was born every single summer. So just anyway. People in the chat are wondering if this counts as women bad.
Barren
because
womb.
of the barren
because
womb?
we threw barren wombs under the bus.
Sure.
Yeah.
What?
It's not like women are bad in general. It's just saying wombs
It's just
without
like a barren womb
babies are bad.
Just wombs.
Well,
yeah.
That sounds like a thing that it's attacking me, Jace.
No, I mean, yeah, but hashtag not all women.
Let's go ahead and take it because since we've suddenly broken format and it's been a little harder to fill out this bingo card, let's say that counts as women bad.
Great. Love it. Okay. So there's 3 things that are never satisfied, 4 that don't say enough. I'm already confused. And I guess that this means that the first 3 on this list are never satisfied, which is Sheol, the barren womb, and the earth that is not satisfied with water. Sort of a tautology in its definition there.
Yes.
And then the 4th one, fire, is also never satisfied and also doesn't say enough. And that's fire that doesn't say enough. Doesn't make any sense.
Somehow, with its mouth stuff.
The eye that mocks at his father and scorns obedience to his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out. The young eagle shall eat it. Okay, that's definitely animals doing violence.
Yeah. Animals
injuring people. Does it count as naughty sons? Also, I really want it to count as naughty sons. And they used a male pronoun, so obviously a son.
But this is about the eye. The eye that mocks the father.
Eye of Sauron.
Are you like one square away from winning? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It just wants something.
Just give her something.
If you have animal imagery, or if you have
naughty sons,
animals hurting people.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I guess, or naughty sons. Sure.
Why
one. Not? It's free for all. Just go nuts. Just take them all.
Okay. All right, kids. On we go. There are 3 things which are too amazing for me.
What?
Okay, this again.
What?
Okay.
4 which I don't understand.
What?
Yeah, more than 4, I'm assuming, actually.
The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship in the middle of the sea, and the way of a man with a maiden.
Hey-o.
Oh,
hey,
is that hating on women?
Hey.
I'm sorry that you don't understand that, buddy.
Well, yeah. So I guess, which 3 are the ones that are too amazing for him? And which is the one that he also doesn't understand?
Do you think that's how it counts? I'm not sure how the math works out there.
Well, so he listed four things.
3 which are too amazing, 4 of which I don't. So he understands none of them.
Yeah.
But 3 of them are too amazing. I'm assuming definitely the last one.
Well, or is that the one of those 4 that he's like, but I don't understand it, but it's not too amazing for me. Like, please give it to me. I want to do it with a woman.
Ooh, okay. Speaking of doing it with women, I think this next one is going to get a lot of bingo squares at once.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says,
mouth.
I have done nothing wrong.
Okay, mouth stuff.
Okay, so that's like women bad, women hot/evil, mouth stuff.
Yeah.
Is there any food imagery in here?
Food-related object lessons.
Food-related object lessons.
Yeah.
There's maybe some of that like suggestive translation with her whole eating and wiping her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Personally, what does Eugene say?
Ooh, gosh, good question. Let's see. Verse 20. Here's how a prostitute operates, :
Okay, that's different from an adulterous woman.
Yeah, well.
That is. I think that he conflates that a lot.
He does.
One and
That's
the
true.
same.
He's saying that like, oh, you're adulterous, which means you're a prostitute, or you're helping a man become adulterous, maybe.
Okay, sure. Okay, here's how a prostitute operates. She has sex with her client, takes a bath,
Sure.
and then asks, who's next?
Interesting.
Sure.
Interesting.
Because she's running a business.
I do think we have a bingo in the chat with Woody himself.
Damn it.
Congratulations. I mean, I don't know how you could not, because I think we knocked out like 6 different squares just with that one.
Yeah,
verse.
True. Well done, Woody himself. Bingo.
For 3 things, the earth trembles. And under 4, it can't bear up.
What? Okay.
What?
All right. So
What?
all 4
What
of these
is this?
things the earth cannot bear up. And 3 of the 4 the earth trembles for.
Okay.
For a servant when he is king, a fool when he is filled with food, for an unloved woman when she is married, and a servant who is heir to her mistress.
What?
I can't relate to. I mean, maybe sometimes I've been a fool filled with food, but other than that, I can't relate to any of these. Do we have some translation help?
Boy. Well, Eugene gives this one a title: 4 Intolerables. He says 3 things are too much for even the earth to bear. Yes, 4 things shake its foundations. Here's the 4. When the janitor becomes the boss.
I'm not even going to argue.
Yeah. When a fool gets rich. When a prostitute is voted Woman of the Year.
What?
Okay. Okay.
Eugene.
Okay.
And 4, when a girlfriend, and that's in quotes, by the way, when a girlfriend replaces a faithful wife.
People are saying thinly veiled capitalism, and then I do have a bingo, if that is true.
What is the thinly veiled capitalism?
Where's the thinly? No.
What do you mean, no? A bunch of people in these things.
Emily, can you make the argument about how it's thinly veiled capitalism?
I don't know. Where are we?
21?
21.
21 to 23?
A servant when he is, the janitor when he becomes the boss.
That's not.
Okay, that's just an argument around, this is just a pro-monarchy argument.
Yeah, this is pro, like, people entitled should stay entitled kind of a thing.
But I want a bingo.
Okay, we will give you until the end of this whole reading, both chapters.
Yeah, we're going to go all the way to the end on this bingo card. So keep going, everybody.
Fine. Okay, fine.
There are 4 things which are little on the earth, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are not a strong people, yet
I beg to differ.
They provide their food in the summer. The hyraxes are but a feeble folk, yet
who's that?
Make they their houses in the rocks. You know, that Dr. Seuss book, The Hyrax.
Eugene says marmots, so maybe
they're like a little...
That's not helpful.
They're a little rodenty guy. They're kind of cute.
Yeah.
Got some nasty teeth, but kind of cute little faces.
Cool.
Okay. Hyraxes, yes. The locusts have no king, yet they advance in ranks. You can catch a lizard with your hands, yet...
It's true, you can. I have.
It is in kings' palaces.
What? Thinly veiled capitalism.
No.
Yet they are in King's Palace. It just, wow. Okay, so these are 4 small creatures that are all surprisingly wise, is the idea, right? So
or cool, maybe.
Ants, marmots, locusts, and lizards.
And lizards, yeah.
But wait, you can catch a lizard with your hands, and so it's wise?
I think the whole idea is like maybe it's like lizards are around everywhere and they're freaking stupid enough that you can catch them with your hands, but they find their way into king's palaces.
Yeah.
Even stupid poor people can't do that.
It's true. Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
I'm going to keep rolling along.
Hating on poor people. Yes.
There are 3 things which are stately in their march, 4 which are stately in going. The lion, which is mightiest among animals and doesn't turn away for any. The greyhound.
Oh.
We're not going to get a reason why. The male goat. Also not going to give us a reason why. And the king, against whom there is no rising up.
Okay. This is weird. So
what?
In the translations, the 4 animals here was a lion, a greyhound, a male goat, and the king.
And a king.
And
that
king.
animal.
That's the 4 animals, yes.
So in the New International Version, it's a lion, a rooster, a male goat, and a king.
What?
Then the greyhound becomes a rooster. And same with Eugene. He also says a rooster.
I guess in this day and age, a greyhound probably wouldn't actually exist.
Weird.
Yeah, we wouldn't have bred those yet.
Well, yeah, maybe a hound of some kind.
But not the gray one.
Or a hunting dog of some kind, but maybe not like a greyhound.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
If you have done foolishly in lifting up yourself, or if you have thought evil, put your hand over your mouth stuff. For as the churning of milk produces butter, and the wringing of the nose produces blood.
Gross.
Ew.
So the forcing of wrath produces strife. That's it. That's the letter.
Can we finish this?
Yes, we can finish this.
I'm
Okay,
over
so
it.
Emily, Proverbs 31.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you so excited about here?
Well, I don't know if excitement is the word. This whole chapter is quite famous, specifically from verse 10 onward. And you'll see there is a little bit of a break there. But basically, like Proverbs 31 is held up all the time within Christian culture as like, this is the blueprint for how to be the best possible woman you can be. This is the ideal woman.
I hate it already.
Okay, so if you want to know how to be the ideal woman, just listen well and pay attention.
Tune in here. That's actually good. That's a good one. Hey, Rachel, when you're making the title for this episode,
How to be a good woman.
How to be the ideal woman would be a good subtitle for this episode.
How to woman harder, better, faster,
How to
stronger.
woman good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Here we go. Okay, everyone ready? Are we ready to end this?
This is
Because
it.
I know that I am. It's actually it.
Okay.
I'm so done with this
Yes.
book. Here we go. 31. The words of King Lemuel, the revelation which his mother taught him. Oh, my son. Oh, my son of my womb. Oh, son of my vows. Don't give your strength to women, nor your ways to that which destroys kings. It is not for kings, Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes to say, where is strong drink? Lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the justice due to anyone who is afflicted. Give a strong drink to him who is ready to perish, and wine to the bitter in soul. Let him drink and forget his poverty. Is that like we hate poor people?
Yeah. So no, it's interesting.
Damn
She's
it.
saying like don't drink wine or alcohol, right?
Oh, and forget.
Well, she's
yourself.
saying don't drink it. Save that, like only give it to people who are like dying and suffering or whose souls are dead or something like that.
Okay.
We got some more bingos in the chat.
Oh, wow.
We'll get it. We'll get it, Emily. And y'all keep going. We'll see if anybody can get a blackout.
Open your mouth for the mute in the cause of all who are left desolate. Open your mouth, judge righteously, and serve justice to the poor and needy.
Okay, so
Justice.
this seems to end a section.
Okay.
So that right there, those first what is it, 9 verses was a section.
Yeah. Now we're going into the How to Be a Good Woman.
The New International Version says epilogue, the wife of a noble character. And Eugene calls this section Hymn to a Good Wife. Hymn, like a song.
Oh, hymn.
Hymn to a good wife.
Here we go. Who can find a worthy woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Oh, yeah. This is so familiar now.
Mm-hmm.
The heart of her husband trusts in her. He shall have no lack of gain.
Or grain,
not
probably.
Grain. Maybe grain. She does him good and not harm.
Okay, wait. What?
All the days of her life.
She does him good. Put that.
She does him good.
Is that going to count as accidentally suggestive?
Yeah, I'd say that counts as accidentally suggestive.
Didn't we have that
I think
already?
we had it already.
Oh, you're right. Shoot.
She seeks wool and flax and works eagerly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships and brings her bread from afar. She rises also while it is yet night, gives food to her household. What? Like gets up to make a breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
Especially not while it's still night.
So she gives food to her household and portions for her servant girls. She considers a field and buys it.
Oh.
With the fruit of her hands, she plants a vineyard.
Now, this is the only part of Proverbs 31 I could ever get on board with. And now it's the weird irony that not only are all these expectations sometimes a little bit ridiculous and unrealistic, but it's also clearly just use an example of a woman with money. Like a woman clearly of the merchant class. Where
she has servants.
Yeah, she has servants. She's just
it's a good point.
Being an entrepreneur and going and buying fields and planting vineyards in it, where it's okay, cool, great. You can be industrious if you got that kind of money.
Is that thinly veiled capitalism?
Yeah, that's finally thinly veiled capitalism.
Yeah.
Okay, then bingo.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Finally.
You did
How
it.
many times I've wanted that.
Yeah.
Okay. She considers a field and buys it. With the fruit of her hand, she plants a vineyard. She arms her waist with strength and makes her arms strong.
Okay, I can get on board with that. I've been really big on making my arms strong these days.
Me too. Yeah, for sure. She perceives that her merchandise is profitable.
Is that also suggestive?
Definitely. Oh, maybe. Oh, her merchandise.
I was thinking her merchandise from the field that she just bought.
Oh, no, the merchandise, Jace.
No, yeah.
You know the merchandise.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
I know it.
Oh, I know. Her lamp doesn't go out by night.
Oh, that's also.
She lays her hands to the distaff. What? Distaff.
Distaff is I believe it's from wool processing.
Yeah, it's involved in some kind of something.
Yeah.
Thank you. And her hands hold the spindle. She opens her arms to the poor, yet she extends her hands to the needy. Sounds like the same thing. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Oh.
Like a cult.
What? She makes herself carpets of tapestry. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them and delivers sashes to the merchant. Yeah, this is a fine lady.
Well, she's
fine lady, but also
she's
running an Etsy shop.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you're right.
She's not just sitting on her butt all day, which I guess maybe is part of the lesson. No. But she's still clearly, I don't know, maybe one of those trad wives where it's she doesn't have to work, but she does love her Etsy shop.
No, but she does.
Right.
And her organic wine company.
Yeah, and she's pumping iron too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She's working the fields and pumping iron.
I doubt she's the one working the fields.
It said,
right.
no, it said it. It said she's
really?
working the fields. Yeah.
It says she plants the vineyards.
She plants a vineyard, but quote unquote plants a vineyard.
Plants it, yeah.
Okay, I mean, at least in Eugene's translation here, it says first thing in the morning, she dresses for work, rolls up her sleeves, eager to get started.
But how's she going to do that if she's getting up in the morning to feed her entire family?
She does that first and then does this.
Because she does that before the sun
never
comes
sleeps.
Up. Remember, while it was still night.
She basically doesn't sleep.
Yeah. Well, it said that her lamp doesn't
she
go
has
out
to
at
do
night
it all
because she's just working all night through the night to make her
ridiculous
fair trade scarves or whatever.
Got it. Okay. Strength and dignity are her clothing. She laughs at the time to come. What?
I think it's the idea of when she thinks of the future.
She's like,
she laughs. She's not like stressed about the future.
Okay, yeah.
She opens her mouth with wisdom. Kind instruction is on her tongue. Tongue stuff.
Tongue
lip stuff.
Ew.
She looks well to the ways of her household and doesn't eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also praises her. Many women do noble things, but you excel them all.
Cool.
So it's like literally be a badass in everything you do.
Literally everything.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, but that's literally what women are expected to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is. It's like be perfect in every area.
No wonder. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears Yahweh, she shall be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands. Let her works praise her in the gates.
We'll have to offer some praise to John Dahl for getting a bingo and praise to all of us for making it to this.
For being effing done with that.
Wow. Yeah. It's like...
Wow. Give yourself a hand, everyone.
I wish we could have a fireworks show. This would be a good moment for a surprise pyrotechnics show.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know what? We're going to celebrate ourselves for a moment. Raise your glasses and everybody. And let's toast to ourselves for doing this. Wow. Well done. I can't believe we made it.
A bit anticlimactic is right,
yeah,
but whatever.
It's a little
we
bit.
got it. We got there.
But we did it.
At least, okay. But it was not quite anticlimactic the way so many of these different books have been anticlimactic, where they're like, and then he was buried with his fathers, this person that we barely told you anything about. At least here we got some content about ladies.
I suppose.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And I know that I should look at the future and laugh or whatever this perfect woman does. But in Revelation,
oh gosh,
can that not end anticlimactically? I'm asking you to change the story. No, does it?
I have no idea.
Or do we know?
I'm sure as a child, when bored in church, I'm sure many a time I probably flipped to the end, right? To be like, how does this dang thing end? And I have no idea. I do not at all remember what the last few verses of Revelation are. If you know it in the chat, do not spoil it. Please do not spoil it. So who knows? We got to get there to find out.
Revelation is pretty climactic. Great. Thanks, Daniel. I'm glad.
Great.
Now we have a runway to prepare ourselves for Hot Christ Summer. But again, we need to face our penultimate challenge, because next week we're going to do an Old Testament recap. We're going to try to do a quiz on the entire Old Testament. So we really got to think about what were the actually important story beats.
Mm-hmm.
But Jace, did you find a quiz on Proverbs?
Yes. I've got a couple quizzes for us. I actually have a little choose your own adventure for us when we do our bonus episode this week. So stay tuned for that. We will do a quiz on Proverbs. And then, yes, next week, like Dedeker said, we're going to recap the Old Testament. I think
we got to figure out how we're going to do that.
Yeah, we'll both recap some of our adventures in the Old Testament, maybe some highlights from our casting of the various books and characters and things like that, as well as trying to refresh ourselves on what all happened, what's going to be important to remember as we go into the New Testament. And then we, of course, will take our final exam for our Old Testament course, which I think I'm going to have to stitch together from multiple quizzes and things. I still have to look into this. It's hard to find a nice comprehensive Old Testament quiz from looking so far. So if anyone finds a good one, send that in the Discord. And also if you have things you want to be sure that we memorialize next week in our episode, recapping everything that's happened, like your favorite quotes, favorite moments, things like that, be sure to post those in the Discord or in the Facebook group, which is called Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship, or the Discord, which you can join at discord.drunkbiblestudy.com. You can join our Discord there. We would love to hear from you so that we can honor all of you much as we would honor this ideal woman.
Ew. Okay, I'm going to finish this out.
Okay, great.
And we'll see you next week for our big recap, which is Y'all, it's been years, literal years, and we're here now. We did it, everyone. Well done. And thank you. Thank you all for joining us every week for the last 5 years or however freaking long it's been for Bible study. If you want to join the audience in our live stream shows, follow us on Twitch at Drunk Bible Study or go to drunkbiblestudy.com/live. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including early releases, cocktail recipes, personal toasts on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/Drunk Bible Study. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and write us a nice review on iTunes, letting other people know what you like about it. You can also join fellow listeners in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group or on our Discord server at discord.drunkbiblestudy.com. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Bible Cast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Jace Lindgren, Dedeker Winston, me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.
I made a memory about your day.